Hello everyone, all you citizens of the YouTube universe. I am Matt Koplik. Welcome to another episode of Baking It on Broadway. To my right is Miss Emma Howard. She is half my age and has twice as many Broadway credits as I do. Here, Joss. Emma, do you want to tell everyone out there what we're baking today?
Well, it's a personal favorite of mine, which is pumpkin bread.
Woo! Let's begin. Let's grab our sugar. Do you want to hold and you can pour?
Okay.
Okay.
Teamwork,
right?
It's like such an honor.
Then we have to put in a cup of vegetable oil. I will put that in. You want to grab the spoon there, Emma?
That's the closest thing we're going to get to vegetables. Is that
Yeah.
It's probably...
vegetable oil. So Emma, where are you from originally?
I'm from California.
Where in California?
Born and raised. I live in Valencia.
Valencia.
So it's like Santa Clarita.
Okay.
That kind of area.
So when was the first time you came to New York?
When I was 9, I auditioned for the Annie on Broadway, and...
She was 9 when that happened. What did they have you do? Did they just like have you clean the rehearsal studio and see who was the best?
Basically, it was just a lot of that. Well, for my audition, I sang, I don't really remember, I think I might have sang Don't Rain on My Parade because that's kind of like my Emma song to sing.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I sing that song everywhere. And
as do I, but no one will let me audition. And so how'd you go from Annie to Matilda? Was that happening? Matilda was a little after that, right?
Matilda was a little after that, and when I found out that I didn't get Annie, I was like, oh, well, Matilda's happening, so I'm gonna shoot for that one. But since there were a lot of amazing people auditioning for Annie, I was like, you know, it's kind of hard, but like I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't want to be disappointed.
So did you sing Rain on My Parade for Matilda as well, or did you just go in there, did a British accent, picked your face, and they said, good as well?
Well, my first audition for Matilda, it was a dance call, and I was like, I love dance, so I'm pretty confident. Like, we learned the choreography, and then 2 weeks later, we did the choreography in front of like Peter Darling and Ellen Payne. Choreographer, amazing.
Was it Revolting Children?
Well, the first audition, it was Revolting Children and Bruce.
So I was so engrossed in the story, I totally just forgot to measure.
I just forgot.
So wait, you did Bruce, Revolting Children, and then you did a singing tape for them.
Yeah.
And was that from the show, or was that your own personal choice?
It might have been No Rain on My Parade too.
At what point did they see if you could do a passable British accent, or were they just like, we'll get to that?
Well, we had to do a monologue section and the final callbacks, which is,
Monologue.
I think...
So that's like a hard show to go on for like numerous tracks because everything is so intricate. How do you...
Yeah,
How often do they rehearse you? Because there's you guys, there's another round of kids, you're understudying another track. Like, how often do you get to rehearse that?
Well, we do a lot of rehearsals. Like, a lot of people think that, like, once you're in opening, it's like, no more rehearsals. Like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, you're rehearsing all the time.
You do a lot of rehearsals. We do put in rehearsals when we have new people coming in.
So, Matilda was our first Broadway show, but our second Broadway show was a little musical called Violet with Sutton. I mean, I barely heard of her. Or is it silent N? Sutton Foster.
I don't know.
I just know her as God.
Me too.
So how is that working in Violet?
It's one of those things where you don't want somebody to think that you're just staring at them all the time. Just like, oh, you know. I was pretty shy, and she's the one that came up and was like, give me a hug, you know? Like, give me a hug. And I'm like... So now we're like hug buddies, no big deal.
So were you familiar with Violet before you were in it, or
no?
So it was like very much a fresh experience.
Not
for you,
at all.
like...
In fact, I was like, what is this about? Like, I was going on my audition and I was like, something about somebody with a scar.
There's a bus at some point. Did you
with
show
her face on it? So
did you show it to rehearsal and like they showed you stepmom and be like, well, where's the bus?
Come on.
Okay, so now we're going to put in our dry ingredients, the flour and whatnot, into our pumpkin gloop. While we do that, we're going to also put in some water. Ina says put in water. So Emma, where were you when you got your call that you were going to be in Matilda?
I was at my house. I think I was doing homework. I might have been upset because I was doing homework. And so I got the call, and she was like, you're going to be Hortensia and Matilda on Broadway. And I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. And I like just dance around. I think I was crying, but I like...
I mean, I'm sure you were. I would have been. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Never know. Baking it on Broadway.
Baking on Broadway, we do a lot of risky things.
Yeah.
These are the risks you take when you bake.
On Broadway.
So, Miss Emma Howard,
Exciting.
what was our first foray into the performing arts?
When I was about 4, I would say, they were starting a theater company and I just fell in love with it. I mean, of course I wasn't serious at first. I was 3.
She was just a kid then. What are some other dream roles on Emma Howard's list?
Oh my gosh, so many. I want to play Elle Woods in Legally Blonde because, you know, who wouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
I recently got introduced to A Gentleman's Guide, so I would want to play like Phoebe or Sabella. Ava and Evita,
I love how you say duh, because
it's just...
It just is.
These are the roles. Top is Carrie and Carrie. The
Really?
musical, yes. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with Carrie. That's my favorite musical of all time. I'm currently writing the sequel to Carrie, even though there apparently was one. Wait.
Yeah, the Rage Carrie 2. No one talks about it. You're fine. You can go on and write a new sequel to it.
Okay, so I already did.
You already? So it's already complete?
I mean, it's in the works with my friend.
Is there any way we can incorporate Aunt Eva's Week into this movie? Just so you know.
Yeah.
Other thing we now know about Miss Emma Howard is that she is a Harry Potter nut.
Yes. I started reading them in Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended during the Summer of Violet because I was very not productive with it because I was really busy. So
Doing Broadway.
Yes. Me and him are both Ravenclaws.
We are Ravenclaws. I found that out through Pottermore. It's a great conversation starter on the subway, being a grown adult reading Harry Potter on the subway.
Yeah, I did that on the subway. I was standing and I was
But
like,
people don't question it with you. With your wizened years on the Broadway, do you have any advice for kids who really want to work in this business? It's a business where there is a lot of rejection, and it's always hard to take that even, you know, as an adult. So as a child, it's exceptionally hard. Do you have any words of wisdom?
Yes, never, ever, ever, ever give up. If you always just work on your craft and go to the right auditions, then you're on your way, kid. And BAA is where I learned like all my audition nerve stuff, Broadway Audition Alliance, and Jennifer John says like every single no that you get is like one step closer to a yes, and I definitely agree with it. And every single audition is an experience. So
Emma, our timer just went off on our oven. We'll check out on the pumpkin bread. All right, ready? 3. There we.
How do you do that?
Perfect.
How do you do this?
It's a skill. It's gonna be hot, but it's gonna be good.
Would you rather it be cold?
No. Okay. Alright. Scoop it out. Scoop it out.
Scoop it out. Ooh.
Scoop it out. What's that? It's flour.
Oh,
She stabbed me!
I actually did.
That's cool.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's alright. No,
That
we
was
didn't break the
so-
skin. I'm invincible. 1, 2, 3. I'm very pleased with that. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're pleased?
I'm pleased.
You heard it here first. It was a success.
Yes, it was.
This has been Baking It on Broadway with Matilda and Violet's Emma Howard. Thank you for joining us, Emma.
Thank you. It was really fun.
I had so much fun, and this turned out very well.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid for a second,
Me too.
but I think we got something good here today. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all about the social media these days. Life is a carbureal chum. Is that getting tired? You're a muffin without me. Life is a carbureal chum. Cheers.
Isn't it? Wait,
Isn't it?
hold
Isn't
on.
it just wait?
Wait, hold on.
One,
Hold on.
two,
Wait.
one.
This is so much pressure. Success.